Hey friends, it's time for another new episode of the Two Clouded Mind Show with your favorite hosts, Chris.
I have a very caveman brain.
And Dave.
He's falling apart in front of our eyes.
Subscribe to the Two Clouded Mind Show on YouTube and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Two Clouded Minds, baby. I love you guys.
Oh my God, you're meant to do that.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. We are the Two Clouded Mind Show. Yay!
That's us, Two Clouded Minds. Hello and welcome.
What's up, Dave?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I am good. Today was a balmy 30 degrees, and it's sad when we could say that it felt warm.
Yeah, yeah. It's been pretty crazy cold all over the country too. It's not just with us. You know, it's a lot of people are experiencing it. There's people. I think somebody told me today that it was colder in Florida than it was in Iceland or something like that. Something crazy like that. But yeah, you know. The world is ending, so, I mean, it stands to reason that there'll be some storms, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's going to be storms.
Yeah,
There's going to be, like, the earth is actually going to just revolt. You know, it's going to strike back. Mother Nature.
It's just going to turn itself inside out somehow.
Something crazy, right? It's just going to start spinning in reverse or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to do loop-de-loops, flipping over from the top instead of the side. Oh my God, never mind. I'm so stupid. Fuck it. Here we go. If the earth started going in reverse, we're done, right? Like instantly? I mean, I don't know if it would be necessarily instant, because the thing is, in order for the earth to go in reverse, it would have to slow down and stop first, right? Even if it was like, because the earth, I think they said the earth spins at something like 700 miles an hour, or maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know how fast the earth spins, so maybe we can check that out.
Yeah.
But I think it would have to slow down and stop first and then start going in reverse. So I think if the earth slowed down and stopped spinning, I think gravity would get real fucked up in that situation. Yeah. So I think if earth was going to reverse, by the time it reversed, everything would be destroyed.
Holy shit, dude.
Did you ever see the movie Oblivion with Tom Cruise?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good movie. You should check it out.
All right.
I think it's
write that down.
Well, it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on there because it was one of those Leaving Soon movies, so it might be off there already because now it's a new month.
Okay.
But if it's not on Netflix, it could be on Prime. I don't know. Tom Cruise Oblivion. So basically, without ruining the plot of the movie, the moon gets destroyed. And it fucks with the Earth's gravity so much that it causes major catastrophes.
Really?
Like
okay.
Environmental catastrophes and stuff. So if the Earth stops spinning, I think that the gravity situation would be fucked up as well. And like we'd all maybe float off into space or something like that. Everything on the surface of the Earth would just fly off the Earth. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like imagine going from 700 miles an hour to like nothing.
Yeah.
Like, do we just like from sitting still, do we like automatically fly out of our like chair and crash into stuff? Like
I have no idea.
I don't know.
It also depends on how fast it stopped. You know what I mean? If it was spinning and then just stop right there, bang. Yeah, I think everybody would die. I think that would be catastrophic. Like the earth would like break apart or something like that.
Oh man.
I have no idea, but I think it's possible.
I think we just wrote a movie.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm going to ask here. Wait, hold on a second. Let me ask Google. Let me open up Google here. And we're going to say, what would happen if the Earth stopped rotating? Here we go. If Earth suddenly stopped rotating, inertia would cause everything not anchored to bedrock, people, oceans, and the atmosphere to fly eastward at over 1,000 miles per hour, creating supersonic winds, massive tsunamis, and global devastation. The planet would shift from an oblate spheroid to a sphere, causing oceans to move to the poles, creating a single equatorial continent. So all the water would move to the poles of the Earth, and the center of the Earth would be all land. Like equator would be all land. So you're talking everything would be fucked. We'd all be dead.
Yeah. Especially if we're
So- and
flying
you're right.
at 1,000 miles.
Yeah, you're right. We would go flying. Everything would go flying to the side at 1,000 miles an hour. Like, I think if the human body was moving at 1,000 miles an hour, it would just be destroyed by the sheer speed.
I think so. Yeah.
You would like disintegrate or something. You'd be
without
breaking
being
down.
in a vessel.
Yeah, if you just flew, you would come apart. You'd be goo or like mist.
Yeah.
You'd end up like a fine mist.
Dude, that's fucking mental.
Not anchored to bedrock, people, oceans, and the atmosphere. To fly eastward at over 1,000 miles per hour. I just think
We
that's
just
very
go
funny.
due east.
Yep.
Holy shit.
So there you go. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Or maybe hopefully it does. Like, look, if we're going to, like, everybody's going to die. Everybody dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, and we all sort of agree that at some point, like, in the maybe distant future or whatever, like, there might be a time. Well, maybe people don't agree about this. I don't know, actually. That humans eventually will no longer exist
Mm-hmm.
at some point.
Yeah.
Something else, like we will eventually evolve over, even if it's millions of years or whatever it is, like something else, like or we just die out because like we've depleted the planet and we can't go to Mars and all this other happy horse shit. Like that could happen too. But if we're gonna die, why not die like in an epic, like you said, it's a movie at that point. Like it's like, oh my God, the Earth is stopping spinning. We're all gonna fly off into the
Everything sucks. Give us something cool.
right,
Like,
exactly.
give
like,
us a cool out.
Let's at least go out with a bang, right? Let's at least go out with a bang, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, would we recognize it if it was happening? In order for us to like behave in a movie like way, you know what I mean? Or we would still just go to work. We'd probably still just.
I
go to
feel
work.
like something like that. Like obviously, like there's scientists that would know that it's coming, but I feel like that's just something maybe they'll let us know, but maybe they'll also keep quiet because what do you do? Like unless they know something that we don't like, there's a certain part of the earth that you can go to that, yeah, it would be devastating, but not as devastating. Like there's a chance of survival, but like, I don't know. I think, would I want to know if it's going to go down like that? Nah.
Fair enough. Did you ever see the movie Don't Look Up?
No.
That's definitely on Netflix. Don't Look Up.
Okay.
That one you got to check out also. That one sort of deals with what you were just talking about, whether, if a catastrophe was coming, would they tell people and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of like a comedy movie. It's not as serious, but
Okay.
you'll still get a kick out of it.
Dude, I look up at the sky all the time hoping to see a UFO.
I think a lot of people probably do.
I just stare at the sky sometimes. Like, but like not just like a little I'm like thinking like Independence Day, like you'll see like a mothership just emerge from the clouds. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess anything is possible.
Right?
guess anything is possible. I would have to say that that's probably unlikely to happen in our lifetimes. But again, if it's going to happen, I hope it does happen in our lifetimes because why not, right? Let's have a good time. Let's be legends.
better than all the other bullshit that's going on.
How did he die? Alien War.
Fuck yeah.
He died in the Alien War.
He went out like Randy Quaid.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Exactly.
Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid, yeah.
You sons of bitches.
Hello, boys. I'm back.
Oh man. So, real
Yeah.
quick, change the subject.
Sure.
Obviously, I don't even remember if we touched on this last time, but if we did, I apologize.
Okay.
OnlyFans. Did we talk about that last time?
No.
Okay. So, Gavin Newsom in the state of California. Nope, I'm sorry. It's not Gavin Newsom. It's the guy that's running, I guess, against him. in California.
For what, governor?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of his main platforms that he's running on is called the sin tax.
Sin tax. Got it.
Yes.
Little pun there, I guess. Play on words.
Yeah. So he's planning on taxing OnlyFans models 50% on top of the 37% the state already taxes them to do what they do. Thoughts?
That's probably unconstitutional.
I'm that's kind of where I sit.
I'm not a big
I feel like-
Constitution guy. You know, to
Same.
be fair, never read it. But
Same. I couldn't spew out one line from it.
now, obviously the Constitution, if you watch the news lately, Constitution is very gray area, it seems. Each of the little rules that they have there. So
Almost
people are
like-
having a hard time interpreting those rules. People are interpreting them very differently.
Yeah, it seems like they're making up their own constitution these days.
Yeah. So like with the legalities of it, you know, it just sounds to me like this dude can't get laid. Like at the end of the day, like this guy just like he's pissed off that he, you know, can't get a hot chick, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's
Little
that-
dick
this guy-
syndrome.
Yeah, this
He's
guy's
jealous that they're making money, but it's like, dude,
What about taxing the billionaires and the, you know, the people who are paying less taxes and have more money?
Yeah.
Why don't tax them instead of the fucking porno kids? Like,
yeah,
come
it's
on.
like it's their choice, and I hate being this guy, but it's like, yeah, their body, their choice, but it really is like they don't have to do that; they choose to do that, or maybe they have to. You know, maybe it is not easy finding a job right now, like a real job.
Right.
I could attest to that,
Right.
but dude, like leave them the fuck alone. You're
Yeah.
already taxing them 37%, and I get it. Like, yeah, you.
I
gotta
wish we
get
knew
your-
this guy's name because he's the like Virgin of the Year. It's
Oh, I'll
only
tell
it's
you
only
right now.
February and he's the Virgin of the Year.
Yeah. All right. Hang on.
Hear ye, hear ye. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the Virgin of the Year. What's his name?
One second. One second.
The Cuck of the Year. The Virgin of the Year is
Wow. Okay. Gavin Newsom. He signed it.
oh no, he signed it. What a fucking douche.
California enacted a new sin tax signed by Governor Newsom.
They enacted it.
Okay. So he added an extra 11%. But the guy.
So you said 50. That's a big significant difference.
No.
But-
The guy that's running against Newsom, and I want to find his name out.
This is tough that you don't know the guy's name.
I know. Oh, Eric Swalwell.
And he's the one who proposed this tax?
Mm-hmm.
So Eric Swalwell, Virgin of the Year, proposed
Yeah.
extra taxes on OnlyFans models.
Yeah.
And
He's
then the
definitely got
governor
tiny
governor signed it and approved it. So now is that just
The governor signed it. He's trying to. This Swalwell seems like he's trying to revise it to make it a heavier tax. Newsom in 2024 made it 11%.
so they just pay 11%. What about the 30? So it's not 50%, which is good, but is it on top of a 37% that they already take or something like that? Because you said two different prices. You said 50% on top of a 30-something%. So what are we actually looking at? Just 11 total? 'Cause if it's just 11 total, that's nothing. This is a non-issue. If it's 37 and then 11, that's still a problem.
Okay, so here it is.
People are just trying to show their wieners, man.
That's it.
Just let them show their wieners.
All right. So OnlyFans creators in California are considered self-employed, typically owing 15.3% of federal self-employment tax, plus federal and state income taxes on net earnings It is recommended to set aside 25 to 30%.
Okay.
So,
So it doesn't sound
Right.
like they're getting really taxed that much. It just
no, I
sounds.
guess not.
Yeah.
But
This is
the new guy's trying to raise it from 11 to 50, which is
Eric
insane.
Swalwell, Virgin of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, get this guy out of here.
Good. Ugh. Ugh. California. I used to think California was super cool. And not just because of this, but like just, it just seems lame nowadays. I went and visited-
Everywhere's lame. I hate to burst your bubble, buddy, but everywhere's lame right now.
Yeah.
There's no
No,
good
you're not.
places. There's no place good to go. At least not in the United States. I don't know about other countries. There's probably some good places in other countries to go. Speaking of which, I have a vacation coming up next month. I think.
Uh-oh. Where are
Is
we
it-
going?
I don't know if it's March or May, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might be May. I don't know. I'm not sure. But where are we going? We're going on a cruise.
Sick.
Yeah, we're going to go on a cruise. I believe we're flying down to Florida and then cruising around in the islands for a little bit.
Nice.
Or I think maybe
Nice.
we hit Mexico and a couple of islands or something like that.
This is the yearly one, right? The annual.
Like biannual or semi-annual.
Mhm.
No, biannual, I guess, every 2 years or so. But it's not even really 2 years. I think maybe the last time we went was like something like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years ago. I'm not sure. But
Nice. Nice. I love cruising. Cruising is so much fun. It really is.
wait, is that maybe it was only 2 years ago? I don't remember.
Yeah, you were definitely part of the show the last
Yeah.
time you went on a cruise.
I don't remember, but yeah, it's every once in a while. Every once in a
Yeah.
while. And we usually
Yeah,
do a
cruise is
cruise
fun.
because you get everything. It's all self-contained. It's easy,
Yeah.
It's like the food is all there and everything like that. So
You're floating around on a city
yeah,
that has
pretty much.
everything.
Pretty much. I went snowboarding this past weekend.
Really? How'd that go?
It was good. We went to Camelback. Okay, well, we had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? Oh wait, we talked about this. You've never gone snowboarding or skiing or anything like that. So,
Nah.
so Camelback is a nice little mountain. The snow.
Jersey?
It's in Pennsylvania, Poconos.
Okay.
The snow was good. The conditions were nice. You know what I mean? They were making snow. It was very cold. They were making snow, but there wasn't really much ice anywhere. Usually, when it gets that cold, sometimes you'll see like big patches of ice on the ground, and
Yeah.
like you'll be sliding all over the place. But none of that. The conditions were really good. The only problem I had, the only complaint I have, is that they need to do something about their lift line situation. They don't have enough lifts, or the lifts don't move fast enough. But I think it's that they don't have enough because the mountain is not tall enough to meter the traffic. So like it takes only like a minute to get from the top to the bottom, maybe 2 minutes to get from the
Okay.
top to the bottom. So everybody's at the bottom of the mountain all the time. Like you go up to the top, bang, you're down at the bottom. Now you're back on the line again. And then the people who get off, you stand there on the line for a half an hour, just muddling through, trying to get on the damn lift. You go up to the top, you strap in, bang, you're back at the bottom of the mountain again. Whereas a place like Killington, it takes like 5 minutes to get to the bottom of the mountain, maybe even longer than that, 10 minutes maybe to get to the bottom, because these trails are huge. They're long.
Really?
It takes a little while. Plus, they have more lifts. They have bigger and faster lifts. They have a gondola where you can put like 12 people in there and send them up. They have all these different accommodations that Camelback just doesn't have. So logistically, it's like a nightmare over there. You don't have enough lifts. The lifts aren't fast enough. And half the lifts on the mountain they didn't even have open. There was multiple lifts that we saw, like smaller chair lifts, but it would have helped the traffic if they were all open, but they weren't all open.
Mhm.
So I give it a C because
Okay.
the snowboarding was good, the conditions were good, but the lift lines.
Had it been
We left at 2 p.m. We could have probably gone. I probably could have gone for another hour, 2 hours. I could have done at least another 3 or 4 runs.
But at that point, waiting for that wasn't worth it.
It was
right?
crazy. You were spending 10 times, 20 times the amount of time standing on line than you were actually snowboarding. So
Now, on a day where it was like maybe not so busy, would that affect anything? Or are you still?
oh yeah, no,
gonna-
it would be a lot better. The less people there, the better.
Yeah.
But it's just the place is way too popular for what it can do anymore. You know, they haven't made like significant upgrades. There's no gondola up there. There's no like I said, half the lift. There's only like there's one 6-person chair. And that's like the biggest lift they have. And it's not like a turbo lift or anything like that. It's just a regular ski lift. And then the rest of them is like a 4-chair, a 3-chair, and then half the chairs weren't even running. So yeah, Camelback, if you're watching or listening to this, you got to figure that out. You got to clean that up. Yeah, the lift lines are untenable. We got there right at the beginning of the mountain, like right when it opened, so we were able to get up on the lift up on the slopes a few times before people started really showing up.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's between like 8:30 and 12 or 10 or 11, I should say. You're probably getting some runs in. But then once noon rolls around, it starts getting crowded, and then by 2:00, it's like I just have to get out of here. There's just way too many people, and everybody's at the bottom of the mountain because the runs are so short. I don't remember them being that short when I used to go there, but I guess I was a lot younger and less experienced. And now I judge everything against Killington, which is an awesome, awesome mountain. It's huge, and other places just don't measure up.
Nice.
It reminds me why I started just going to Vermont every time. You know, but it was a great time. I mean, like me and my brother had a blast. I really enjoyed hanging out with him. And you know, we both lasted. Like he hadn't gone snowboarding in a couple of years. I think he said it was like 8 years or something, but since the last time he went snowboarding, and I hadn't gone in a couple of years myself, but we both held up pretty well. You know, we didn't really, like, I fell one time, but it was more or less like my feet slid out from under me and I basically laid down on my back. It wasn't like a impact. I didn't tumble or anything like that. I just I just laid down. I laid down while moving very fast. And I think the same thing happened to him once or twice, but we didn't really like fall or tumble or anything like that. It took a little while for me to get my legs under me. Like I didn't feel at the very beginning of the day like I was in complete control, but by the end of the day, I felt pretty good about it. And right now I don't feel that sore.
Good.
Yeah. So overall, it was like a C, maybe C plus. And I'm talking about Camelback itself. Like the mountain gets a C, maybe a C plus. The day overall was an A, but Camelback Mountain, you know, they really got to figure out that lift line situation. It's a mess. Man. But we still have 2 more passes, so we are going to go back.
Hell yeah.
We're just going to make sure that we go early in the day and understand that, you know, if we need to leave by 2, we'll leave by 2.
Yeah, or maybe if like you guys can both get like an odd weekday off together, go up there.
Yeah, that would be good. I just don't know if that would be possible, but you know, we'll see. We'll keep our options open.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Yeah,
that would be sick.
But yeah, it was a fun time. My board is actually right over there right now.
Nice. Dude, how pumped are you for the Super Bowl, man?
I'm pretty pumped.
Are you really? Oh, I was kind of being facetious.
Yeah, like I'm not like going crazy, you know, like I'm not like, you know, oh my God, I can't wait, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I like the Super Bowl, you know, I like, that's another thing. Like I enjoy, like once a year, I usually go over my brother and sister-in-law's house and we all get together and we like eat like snacks as dinner, you know.
Hell yeah.
And then we watch the game, and now that the kids are there, that makes it a little more fun. But yeah, I'm not like, oh my God, I can't wait, you know. But yeah, it'll be a fun time. I had a little bit of money riding on the game, but not a lot.
Okay.
Did you make another parlay? Did we talk about that on the show, that you hit your parlay?
No, we didn't talk about that. That was the first time ever. That was exciting.
So
that was exciting.
So explain what happened.
So I spent $20 on a 4-leg. I think it was 4 or 5 legs. It was Puka to get a touchdown, Puka to rush or receive for 120 yards, Devontae Adams to score a touchdown, and Williams to score a touchdown. And it all happened.
Yep. All the legs hit, and Chris turned 20 into 860, right? Yeah, that was huge. I missed my $300 by 1 leg, and I missed my $100 by 1 leg.
Dude, my buddy at work, he missed by a yard.
Yeah, that sucks.
And then he kept like showing me. He's like, dude, look, he went the yard. I was like, what do I know? Like I like. He's like, I'm emailing them. I'm like, dude, like,
Go for
you're
it,
really
buddy.
gonna email? Like,
Go for it, bro.
have fun. Like,
Yeah.
good luck.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, but look, you see that it's a yarn. I'm like, well, who am I?
Right. It's not. It's the official NFL stats, pal. That's who you're arguing
Yeah.
with. Good luck with that.
He's like, they've made changes in the past. I was like, well, then good luck. Give it a shot.
Well, I'll say this: there have been stat corrections that happen, but it usually is an official stat correction, and it'll happen within a few days of the game, and that'll be it. You know what I mean? They'll just make the stat correction. But if it's not done by like a Wednesday or Thursday, it's probably not going to happen. Yeah, like it just is what it is. That happened one time in my fantasy league where a stat correction happened on a Wednesday, and it changed the outcome of a playoff game. Somebody who thought they won in the second round of the playoffs lost in the second round of the playoffs. They thought they were going to the championship game, and instead, I actually was the other player. So I ended up going to the championship game instead of this other guy because a stat correction that took place on a Wednesday. It was a 2-point. It was. Do you know who Ezekiel Elliott is? Do you know that name, Zeke? Yeah. There was a fumble that it was originally credited to him, which is a -2, but then they turned around later and said that it wasn't a fumble, so they gave him 2 more points, and that 2 points gave me the win in the semifinals, and I ended up going to the championship. I didn't win the championship, but it's an all-time story in our league how it was a Wednesday night, and I see this because I have Adam Schefter notifications on my phone, so whenever he tweets, I see the tweet. And I looked at it and I was like, wait, what? He goes, and it was like, and the way he even tweeted, he's like, massive stat correction. Ezekiel Elliott, blah, 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 fumble. And I was like, oh my God. I have him. And I looked at it, and by the time I opened up my app,
it was already fixed.
It was already fixed, and I was the winner. It was crazy.
That's rad.
Yeah. Yeah, and the dude who lost was like one of the biggest like crybaby complainers we've ever had in our league. And so it was just like more salt in the wound, you know? Oh, well.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to love that.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah, I don't have any bets for the Super Bowl. I'm like kind of like, I'm not a sports guy anyway, so it's like
right.
I'll be at work.
You won your money. I mean, you should take probably like $50 and to try to keep it hot. Like you should probably do something with that. I mean, you won $860. Take 60 and live a little. You know what I mean?
Maybe I'll come up with.
It is the Super Bowl after all.
You're right. Maybe I'll come up with a little parlay. See if something's like.
Yeah, take a look. Just take a little gander. Take a little look. See.
I'll peek. Look at you. You like just take a little taste.
Just wet the beak. Just wet the
beak. That's how it starts. You know how easily I'm influenced.
Well, I mean, look, it's found money, and it's the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So right. You might as well, and don't go crazy. Don't make like a 9-leg parlay, or whatever. Do the 4 legs like you just did. Be reasonable and see what you do. You never know. You might be a savant.
I forget what it was. It was like a month or so ago. There was a hockey game on at the bar, and the 2 guys were like, they had a lot of money on it, and the score was 4-1, and it was in the 3rd period. And I jokingly looked at the TV, and the kid was like sweating bullets, and I went, they're going to score the next 3 goals and tie it up. I went in the kitchen. I grabbed the water. I grabbed the Red Bull. I went back. I sat at my seat. 10 minutes later, the kid runs up to me. He goes, bro, it's fucking tied. I was like, wait, what? He goes, dude, they just scored the last 3 goals in a row.
Nice.
How did you do that? I was like, I don't know. I was joking.
Did you live bet it, bro? You got to live bet it. Hey, I'm sure he was happy.
Yeah. It was funny. He's like, bro, how the fuck did you do that? Like, it was a joke.
So, on the subject of sports, do you know what an e-bug is?
No.
E-B-U-G, e-bug.
Okay.
What are you thinking? It's a sports term. What, I guess we'll start with what sport do you think it is?
I'm gonna say e-bug. I'm gonna say
Yep. You have an e-bug. Every game has an e-bug.
I'm gonna say it's not football
You're correct. It's not football.
and it's not baseball.
You're correct. It's not baseball.
Soccer?
No, it is not soccer.
Tennis.
No, it's not tennis.
Is it video games?
No. It's a real sport. It's a real sport. Not to say that video games is not like, because I know people are going to be like, oh, video gaming is a sport. Well,
Yeah, they can
I'm
suck
talking
it 'cause
about like
it
a
ain't
real sport. Real sport with
Exactly.
like dudes getting sweaty and stuff.
Cricket.
No, you see, you're really going off the beaten path here. It's a more popular sport than that. It's like a sport.
Okay.
It's a sport people know.
Pickleball?
No. I'm gonna just tell you, it's hockey.
That was going to be my next guess.
Okay.
E-bug. What is an e-bug?
What do you think an e-bug is in hockey? Zamboni is the thing they drive around on to clean the ice. So
Okay,
that's not
so
what
it's not
is.
it's not an acronym because I'm sitting here like E.
Oh no,
B.
it actually is an acronym. I'll tell you that as well.
Okay.
E-bug. I think every sport should have this,
Okay.
but only hockey has it. That's not a good clue. It's not, you shouldn't, I'm just making a statement.
Electronic betting utility gear.
Nailed it. That's perfectly it. No, it's not. So it's emergency backup goalie. Emergency backup goalie. So now, do you know what that is?
Well, yeah. If your goalie gets hurt, this guy can just come right in, right?
Well, here's the thing. Your team has like a backup goalie on your team, right? So every team has at least two goalies on it, like your regular goalie and your backup goalie.
Mhm.
But if your goalie gets hurt and then the backup goalie goes in the game, and then the backup goalie gets hurt and you need another guy to go in the game, there's just a random dude whose job it is to show up every night that there's a game and be the emergency backup goalie. He's just a regular guy. He's not a guy who's on the roster.
Stop it.
He's just a regular dude. And if all the goalies on the team get hurt, he's the emergency backup goalie. And he'll play for either team. If either team needs the goalie, he would just be the backup guy who will play.
How is he chosen?
I don't know. I guess there's like a sign up or something. You got to like try out, I'll bet.
Dude, let's do it.
Try out to be an e-bug.
Yeah.
I've never played hockey like on the ice.
I've never put skates on.
You never skated? Like I've ice skated, but like those are figure skates, not hockey skates.
All right, so I think you'd probably be more suited to do this since you've put
I've actually
blades on your
skated, yeah,
feet.
when I was at like single digits years old. But but yeah, emergency backup goalie. So there's just like a random dude whose job it is to be at the game, and then if anybody loses their goalies and they don't have a goalie, he's got to suit up and just go be the goalie. So I'm not sure if he actually has to sit there in the pads the whole time. Probably not. But I bet you there's a point where he's like sitting there and then he's like in his sweats or whatever. And then the first goalie gets injured and he's like, they look at him and he's like, okay. He starts like getting on some of his gear and just like maybe putting on the pants, but nothing else, And then the other goalie gets banged and he just starts like getting all his gear on real quick.
He's like, I need to change my underwear real quick.
Like, holy shit. I didn't know I was going to have to play tonight. But
Dude,
yeah.
if I ended up being the e-bug, literally there would be frozen vomit next to the fucking goal. I would be so scared.
Yeah, I would not be able to do it. I would not. Well, see, the thing is, if I was going to be any hockey player that I just had to be the guy, like if, for example, they pick me out of the crowd and they're like, you got to go in, it would have to be goalie because I'd barely be able to like skate around in the other positions. At least goalie, you just stand there for the most part.
Yeah.
And you
Same.
got enough pads on where if you fall down, you're not going to get too hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You just fall down
Dude,
on top of those pads.
What if you ended up being like the most amazing goalie, like off rip?
Right. You're just
I
like,
guess you starter.
just grabbing the goal, just making every save just to probably defending yourself. Nah, man, I would get you'd get so hurt.
Oh,
The
yeah.
first time they hit me with a puck, I would be in pain. I would just be like, I'm done. I'm out.
I
of here.
quit.
Yeah,
Quit.
fuck this.
I would
I just
drop
got
my
hit.
gloves and
I just got hit by a 150 mile an hour piece of rubber, solid
That's
rubber.
frozen.
No, thank you. Yeah, exactly. No, thank you.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But yeah, that's the e-bug. But imagine other sports had that. You know what I mean? Like imagine like in basketball, like the 13th man or whatever, the emergency backup 13th man. You run out of players and you need to throw a player in, so you just pick up a guy off the side, be like, you. But no, there's just one guy who's the emergency backup, and so he just goes out there in a pair of sweatpants and sweatshirt. And he, like, shoots when the players are shooting around at the beginning of the game, and at halftime he's shooting around. He'll shoot around with one team in the front in the beginning of the game, and shoot around the other team in the second half of the game. Just stay there, be ready. You know what I mean?
Looking
Be
like a
ready to have to
Make-A-Wish
go.
kid.
Right, like you won a contest. Right. Yeah, I don't think you could do emergency backup guys in football because the person would just get straight up murdered.
Yeah.
But they
Unless
have
it was
talked
like-
about. Sorry, go ahead.
Unless it was maybe just the kicker, but even still, that's dangerous.
Here's what they should have. I didn't make up this idea, but I think it's not the worst idea I've ever heard. Did you ever play football when you were a kid with friends? And did you ever do all-time QB, like one person is just a quarterback for both teams? What if there was a backup quarterback who is just like the backup quarterback? So if anybody's quarterback goes down or second quarterback goes down, you just have a guy who's just like, he's the backup, like all-time quarterback. So a guy who's like a career backup dude, like Jameis Winston or something. Jameis Winston could be the all-time quarterback. And then any team that needs him, he'll just go to that team and play for that team that week.
But like, all right, say one of the best quarterbacks in the world got hurt.
Yeah.
Couldn't, like, nowadays, wouldn't it be in their best interest to try to like buy the next best quarterback from a different team? Or is that not how things work?
You can try to trade for them, and like when you say buy them, you would essentially trade assets for the asset. But most of the time, quarterbacks, teams won't want to help the other team out.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty rare, but it does happen from time to time. Usually, like more in the preseason or early in the season, and somebody's quarterback will go down to injury, and then they'll trade for somebody. It happened this past year, to the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals. No, the Brown. Okay, well, the Browns and the Bengals. So the Browns, they started the year with Joe Flacco as their quarterback. And then, like, partway through the season, they benched him and they went with one of their rookies to try and, give the rookie a chance.
Caleb Williams, right?
No. Caleb Williams is on the Bears, and he's not a rookie.
Yeah.
This was his second year. The guys on the Browns were Dylan Gabriel and Shadur Sanders. So they benched Joe Flacco to go to Dylan Gabriel. So after having benched Joe Flacco, they're like, okay, we don't need this dude anymore. Joe Burrow got hurt in Cincinnati. So the Browns traded Joe Flacco to Cincinnati, who's in their division, to help them out. And then Joe Flacco ended up being really good in Cincinnati, and Cincinnati won some games. They were competitive. But it was very, very unusual for a team to trade a quarterback to another team in their own division and help them win. You want to keep that guy away from them. And one of the other coaches, a third team in the division, because it's the Browns, the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Steelers are all in the division together. So the Browns trade Joe Flacco to the Bengals, and then the Steelers head coach goes, well, man, they must be smarter than me, because I don't know why you would ever try and help somebody in your own division that you're going to have to play. And then Joe Flacco turned around with the Bengals and beat the Steelers. And Mike Tomlin was pissed. Yeah. Like, I don't know why they fucking did that. Not in those words.
Spicy.
Yeah. But yeah, so you would try and trade for somebody, but it's tough to do.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So there you
much
go.
money involved in
E-bug.
that. E-bug, yeah.
Now you learned something today. Now I have something else for you. Do you have the ability to like Google something?
I do.
So in the search bar for Google, I need you to type in the following.
Okay, hold on 1 second, please.
And it's nothing like dirty or whatever that's going to fuck your browser up.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
It's just something that I found.
Okay, ready for search.
Search the word horse
Mm-hmm.
and no space, then write the word girl with 2 eyes. No, the word girl with the letter I twice in it.
Yeah.
Giirl.
Okay.
And then search that. Horse girl with 2 eyes.
Ooh, German DJ. Whoa. Whoa. Wait a minute. That's a mask, right? Where are the images? Wait, what? Dude. That's a mask, right?
I saw a video. The first thing I saw was a video of her on like the red carpet at some like music Spotify music event.
Uh-huh.
And it's a woman in a dress and she's like doing this. She's like doing this, but with her horse getup on. And you can see her eyes and her eyes look creepy and dead. And then like the horse mouth moves a little bit. But yeah, she wears a horse mask. Now I'll put obviously there's a picture for the people to watch on the screen.
Yeah.
But
why is she kind of hot? Am I weird?
Yes. It's a horse face. She's got a horse mask on. She's a woman with a probably pretty decent body, but
she's got body karate.
But she's got a horse mask on. A horse. Of all the animals she could have chosen, she chose a horse, and she's horse girl. And she wears a horse mask with eyeshadow.
She is.
And her hair is coming out the top of it with her mane coming out, and she's got the ears on the top of her mask. She's a horse girl. We are cooked, bro. It's over. It's over, dude. Horse girl. Of all the animals she could have picked, bro. She's a sexy horse. She's a sexy horse.
She's got to be the thumbnail. She's got to be the thumbnail of this episode.
Yeah. Sexy horse, bro. What is wrong with people, man? Like,
that's wild. That is just bizarre. I mean,
yeah, it's very bizarre. It is extremely bizarre. It's so weird. So fucking weird. Like, I understand that there might be some sort of cultural differences because she is German, right? She's a German DJ. So there might be some sort of cultural differences there, but I don't know if a horse is a sexy animal. I don't think it is.
So there are pictures of her without the horse head.
Okay.
She is attractive.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Yeah. But if she's attractive, why the horse mask is so people talk about her, I guess, but you could have chose any animal, bro.
No, you're right. You
could have chose any animal. Horses are not sexy. They're just not. The face is a long face. It's creepy, dude.
In some of the pictures, it looks like she's got the handlebar mustache because the way the paint is on the horses.
So weird, dude. So if you're at home, if you're listening to the podcast, if you're not watching, even if you are watching, I do encourage you to check out Horse Girl.
Pause this real quick. Look at Horse Girl and then
with 2 eyes.
Let us know what you think.
Horse Girl and the word girl has 2 letter eyes in it.
Did you listen to any of her music or not?
I was not in a situation where I was able to listen to the music. I found this while I was out and about. I was scrolling Twitter and I saw the video. I came across the video on Twitter and like somebody had quote tweeted it, and they're like it was just her on the red carpet, like I said, doing this whole business with her hands, and like you could kind of see the horse mouth move when she moved her mouth, and it was just like, I got so much shit going on right now, I don't even care, bro. Like that was
Yeah,
that was the quote that the person put on the tweet. It's just like, this is so fucking ridiculous. I just can't even deal with this right now.
She's like the DJ. She's like it's like a Slipknot thing.
What? Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of examples. Like, Sia, doesn't Sia have, like, she covers her face up? MF Doom wore the mask. There's been plenty of examples. Guar, okay, sure. Plenty of examples. Kiss with the makeup is somewhat similar, I suppose. There's been plenty of examples of it, but of all the fucking animals you could have picked, you picked a horse. Horses are not sexy. They're just not. I'm sorry. I just don't think so. You know what I mean? You could have been.
No, I don't.
You could have been.
I don't find horses like sexy. Like if I see a horse, I'm not like, hoo hoo hoo. But I mean, you know.
No, but I mean, like, there's really no animal I do think that. But I mean, like, you could associate like women in like a cat costume, cat suit. That's like more of a sexy costume. So she could have had all the different cats, like any of the cats, a panther or a jaguar or a tiger or a lion or any of the cats. That would have been fine. She could have been a
woman
bunny.
in a clown suit.
Clown? Oh my God. There's like clown TikTok. Every now and again there'll be a clown that'll pop onto my feed, and it's not like a regular clown. It's like a chick dressed up like a clown, or a dude dressed up like a clown, which I assume are juggalos or just clowns, and they're doing like lip syncing or something silly, but they're just dressed up like a clown.
I'm impressed that
I try not
in
to watch them because I don't want to
2026
see more of those.
Yeah, but like in 2026, a juggalo is still a thing. Is crazy to me.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Crazy to me.
Yep.
When was the last time that band put an album out?
You know what's funny? They probably pulling out recently. We just don't know about it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
You're right.
like they're
That's
probably
fair.
touring right now.
Yeah, they are so off my radar.
Yeah.
I refuse to say their name because it's all of our devices listen, and I do not want any.
Yeah, I was about to Google it, but I'm not going to do that now.
No.
But yeah, I don't want to know if they are or they aren't touring.
No, but you know who is? And they're coming to our neck of the woods in August.
Who?
Rob Zombie.
Oh, okay. I could see
He's
that being a
always
fun show.
He's always a fun show. Yeah, and he's the
You've seen him
headliner
before?
there, so yeah. His stage show is basically like watching one of his movies with like all like the cool like archways, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I imagine. Like, I'm not sure it would necessarily be for me, but I would probably like to see a Rob Zombie show just because I'm sure there is a lot of visual spectacle to it.
Yeah. Do you remember the band Orgy?
Yeah, I remember the name of the band. They had like one hit, right?
Yeah. They did that cover song also. I think it was called Blue Monday, maybe.
Oh, okay. Is that what they did? All right. Yeah. I think I remember they were just like a one hit band. At least that's how I remember them.
They're one of the opening bands for them, and so is
Sounds about right.
I think they're Japanese. Who? AU?
That one I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, they're like a Japanese metal band or something. Yeah.
Cool.
Be an interesting show. I definitely want to check it out. It'd be fun.
Where's this show at? Where are they playing at?
PNC.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Like one of those, it'd be a cool, like just chill on the lawn, you know.
Just watch
Like 20
just watch
bucks
that
each.
show, yeah. Put your
Yeah.
drugs on and watch the show.
That's it, man. I got plenty of extracurriculars we can enjoy.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's probably a good show to do it too. It's probably a good show to do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Be fun. I want to do more concerts this summer.
Yeah, I gotta take a
There's
look.
so
You're
much, like,
reminding me that I gotta see when the next time Tool is touring.
ooh. That's a band on my bucket list, has forever been on my bucket list. I've never seen.
Really, dude.
Yeah.
Then you need to
I
check
can
that
only
out
imagine.
because it's the best show I've ever seen. The best.
They
stage
play
show.
for a long time, right? It's not just like a quick boom set. Like they like really
no,
like
it's-
stretch it out.
Usually, yeah.
And I heard
Usually.
there's like sometimes like Maynard's real weird. He's not even on stage. He's singing from like a weird corner or something. Or did he only do that once?
No, he'll sing from like different places. Like there's very often, most of the time when I've seen them play, they have multiple levels to the stage. So he can be all the way up here, he can be down there, he can be over here, he can be over here. He's usually on stage somewhere. Or if he's off stage, he's off to the side where he's just kind of hidden away. He doesn't do it all the time, but he's all over the place. Yeah, he's a weird dude. But they put on an incredible show.
Can only imagine.
Yeah.
So talented. I love Tool. That is like a band I can just on repeat listen to over and over and over again.
Yeah, they're definitely my favorite band.
Yeah.
They're the band I've seen the most amount of times as well.
They're definitely on my Mount Rushmore, for sure. Them, the Deftones. I want to say Seven Dust.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about them.
Yeah, dude, they are so killer. So killer.
I used to like a couple of their songs.
Yeah. They put on a hell of a show. Super brutal in the best kind of way. Ooh, Bring Me the Horizon. Definitely on my Mount Rushmore.
I'm not familiar with them.
Probably going to get flack for that.
Why? What's wrong with them?
They're not everybody's cup of tea. I think they're really awesome.
Right on.
They have a cool range. They started off like super metalcore, but then like, they grew up a little bit.
Okay.
They're good.
Nice. I'm not sure who would be my 4, but I know that Tool and Soundgarden are 2 of them.
Okay. Good choices.
Yeah. I don't know who the other 2 would be necessarily. Huh. I know those 2 though, and I've seen them both, so I'm good. Maybe Rage Against the Machine would be on that list.
Do you remember that they recorded a 1.0 earthquake during one of their tours back in the mid to late 90s?
Who?
Rage Against the Machine during the song Killing in the Name.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I was jumping so much that 5 kilometers away, they recorded a 1.0 earthquake.
Nice.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. Rage Against the Machine is awesome. I saw them live as well at
Never
Woodstock.
got to see them.
Yeah, I only saw them because it was at Woodstock. I never got to see them anywhere else.
Oh, dude, Slipknot is definitely on my Mount Rushmore.
Oh, there you go.
For sure. I've seen them a ton of times. Killer show.
Nice.
Killer show.
Yeah, I kind of dug some of their earliest stuff, but I didn't really follow them that much.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't heard a lot of their catalog, I guess.
I was fortunate enough to see Linkin Park.
Oh, that's cool.
That was in 99 or 2000.
Nice.
It might have been a little later. It had to be like 2005. So it was like not a Woodstock, an Ozfest, an early Ozfest. It might have been 99.
That's cool.
They were fun. Chester came and hugged me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where were you, at the front of the stage or something like that?
We were like second row, first or second row. And during one of the songs, I had a mohawk at the time. He was like, "Yo, what's up, Hawk man?" And then he ran over, he gave me a hug. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I feel the same fortunate way having been able to see Soundgarden.
Yes.
And ironically, those 2 guys were very good friends, and they both killed themselves the same way. Chester did it like right after he did.
Yeah. Wasn't long after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer. That's a bummer.
Yeah. Horse girl, am I right?
Yeah, seriously. Weird, huh? But yeah, those are the 2 things. I had the e-bug for you this week, and I had the horse girl because I just had to bring it up to somebody. I wanted to see what your reaction was going to be. So we'll see what the people have to say.
Let's just say I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
I would kick that mask out of the house. She has to leave the mask in the car. Like she can't even bring it inside the house.
It stays at her house, not even in the car.
Right. Yeah,
What if
get
you
that
go
outta
somewhere,
here.
you turn around, look in the back seat, there's a horse head staring at you.
Yeah. Crazy. Horse
That's
girl.
insane.
Of all the fucking things she could have been. Horse girl.
Yeah, right.
Anyway. Yeah, so there you go. That's a good way to end it, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, Google horse girl. And also, before you do that, like and subscribe. As always, we are here every week, youtube.com/the Two Clouded Minds Show. We're all over social media at Two Clouded Minds. You want to stalk us individually, my Chris_is_not_funny on Instagram.
DC in the City on all social media.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's a Reynolds, friends. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Guys, till next time, stay clouded.